Hello and welcome to this latest video by us here at Autocom. What we're going to be going through in this video is power cables for the Autocom wired systems. Standardly you receive a power cable with the Logic L2 system, the SBA1 and the SBA2 systems. The power cable that you receive is the 2427. It's a very basic power cable. What you'll have is your 9-pin JST connector to connect to your Autocom's board, and the positive and negative cables here to connect to a live switch feed on your bike. Now, in the case that you started to incur some interference with your power setup, there are two variations of cabling that you can use to get around this. The first Autocom part number 2439, which is this part here, is a 12 volt inline filter. This is for if you had some ignition coil interference, that sort of ticking sound that you can hear when through your Autocom when the bike's up and running, or some alternator interference, which is if you had the Autocom system running and some interference was there, if it got louder the more and more you rev the engine, and quieter when you let go of some of the revs. You can use this, which replaces your 2427. It's got its own JST connector and its own positive and negative power terminals. Again, it connects straight to a live switch feed, so there's no worrying about that. So that's one option if you had those interferences. If you had those interferences as well, but you were looking for something different, or as well, this is an option for those of you who have a newer BMW with the CAN bus system. You can get an Autocom part number 2437, which is this cable here. It's a direct battery power cable, so it's got your positive and negative terminals here for direct battery connection, and then here this red cable is your on-off switch, which will go to a live switch feed to enable you to turn the system on and off with the ignition. And then what you do is you use your standard power cable and connect it into here, this extra connector there, and you'll have your direct back to battery connection. This works around CAN bus on BMWs and is good for solving interference issues as well. So that's the main options for coming off the base power cable. Now, if you were looking for more portable system that when you got off the bike you could take off the bike as well, there is an option for that. What you'll want is part of the two-part power system that we have, the base of which is a Autocom part number 2430, and that's this cable here. Again, you've got your JST connector at one end, but this time you have a red DIN plug with 5 pins. That will connect into your Autocom's board. Then you have two choices in which direction to head. If you're just looking for a two-part power cable, you'll use this 2430, and then also a 2429, which is this cable here. It's got your female 5-pin DIN plug there, your positive and negative terminals there for going to a live switch feed. And that's all you need. It's two-part power cable. You can feed it through your bike and there's no problem there at all. You could just separate that from your DIN plugs and take the system off the bike if you need to, whether it's a portable system for when you're not using it, or if you have multiple bikes, this is a good way to go as well. Now, if you are looking along those lines for a two-part power system, but you're also using bike-to-bike communications, there is another option for you, because you can get a 2432, which is exactly the same part of the two-part bike-to-bike system and the two-part power system. But instead, it will come with your female 5 DIN plug to connect to your 2430, positive and negative terminals to go to your live switch feed, and then also it comes with a push to talk button for handlebar mounting to allow you to use push to talk and all its variations, but instead of it being part of the actual radio extension, it's part of the bike power setup as well. So that's another option for you to use. But those are the main options for the system. As I said earlier in the video, the standard power cable will come with Logic L2 and SBA 1 and 2 systems. So if you purchase one of those, you will start with the basic bike power setup, and then you can expand from there. If you purchase a kit L1, that is aimed to be a portable system from the beginning. If you're looking to bike power it, you will then need to purchase one of these setups separately. Hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest informational videos from us here at Autocom. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to see you soon.